Welcome everybody to Matt Bajerski YouTube channel. I'm getting a lot better now, healthier. I made a video this morning on the live chat, coffee chat. I haven't done that for a while. So if you want to maybe head over to the live section on here, you just click the live button and you'll find the video on there. Yeah, so I am getting a lot better. I've rested today, done a lot of self-healing today. And as I said on that video, I'm really seriously thinking about creating a pure energy healing course, 4-day course, a Heal Thyself course. So I'm setting up a meeting when I'm fully better, when I'm feeling healthy and strong, which I'm not far off now, about 80% there now. And then as soon as I'm strong enough, we're gonna make plans. So yeah, I said there's going to be around about, I don't know, it might be 6, it might be 8, it might be 12, I don't know. But obviously not that many to be able to come on this course and be filmed. So that's something we're going to plan to do. Which country? I'm not sure. No idea just yet. But that is my next huge project. So bear that in mind. Keep that in the ether. Keep that in the beautiful energy that we live in, as well as the negative energy, which is nothing to do with us. We live off the positive energy. We live off the source energy, not tomato sauce. We live from that beautiful energy of love. That's why when we hug each other, or we talk to each other and console and gift and share, we feed from that. That's an energy we feed from and heal from. So whenever I say send healing, I feed from that. It strengthens my energy. But there are entities out there in the world that reside in bodies, and it's true, and it's time that we start to acknowledge this. And a lot of people have been saying this is another way of separating humanity, to hate each other. Actually, it answers a lot of questions. I am not a paedophile, and don't say that that person is like me, and don't say he comes from the same source as I do. So I'm sorry, that is a very easy way to then I kind of make other people feel bad and guilty. And no, he's nothing like me, and he doesn't come from God's source where I come from. Not that I'm saying I'm coming from God's source, I'm saying I'm coming from a place where inside this spacesuit, which all these spacesuits around us are just spacesuits. They're just suits. That's all they are. It's what's inside them that we need to understand. And that's why it's funny, this. Isn't it funny how, you know, the CERNs and the DARPA and the HARP and all of these big 3-letter names are always dissing psychics and people who are intuitive. But all they tend to do is work towards finding out what the soul is, finding out what the spirit world is, trying to create portals, trying to create, you know, the spiritual realms and what they are. And but this is all crazy, is it? You know, we talk crazy talk. Of course we do, yeah, but they're oh no, they're normal. Most of the beautiful things in this world, most of the powerful things in this world come from our ancient knowledge. Where is it? Because you ain't got it. You have to dig, you have to hunt, you've got to scratch for it, you've got to fight for it, you've got to sweat for it, you've got to work for it. These elites live from that. They use all that knowledge and information that they don't pass down onto anybody. So it's just an interesting observation. So anyway, I was just thinking to myself, I had a few messages this morning. Again, I always seem to do this and then feel guilty, right? I put an offer out there for Tektites, and I said, if you buy a Tektite from my website, I'm going to gift you one for the same price. So that means that, yeah, I'd love a Tektite, and now I can give one to my partner or my friend or my mum, which is lovely. It's really nice. And I said 2 weeks. That's a 2-week offer. So many of you have been kind enough to make those purchases, and many of you saying, I can't, it's too soon. Please wait a bit longer. Now, this is happening a lot. So I spoke to the girls and they said, look, what should we do? And I said, let's just extend the offer to the 23rd. So at 12 o'clock on the 23rd, that's the final date. So please, please don't ask again. So you've now got, I think, another couple of weeks, right? Okay, that's that out of the way. When I went to the UK and travelled around to pick up some beautiful crystals, I haven't actually been able to work on any, maybe one or two while I was in the UK. I was sat, well, had to. Is it Tug to Pipe? That's beautiful pink one. Incredible. I spoke about it on the video with Alex, and it's a rare crystal. Cost a fortune, but I did work on it and I did love the energy of it. Incredible energy. And I've just uploaded that onto Bajerski.com. And other than that, I think I might have worked on a couple of 3 Vivianites, a few Vivianites, and what else? Can't remember. I think, oh yeah, I did. I worked on some more Sit. And then from that moment on, I just went into healing mode then, and then detox mode, like I said in the video. If you want to find out what happened, you just need to watch the video on the live, my latest live video, and I explain on there. I haven't detoxed in this way. I haven't vented, cleared out, literally get rid of the toxins and the heavy metals and all that stuff that comes out of you when your body is detoxing. I haven't gone through that I can't even remember the last time I went through that. But there's reasons why I did go through that, and it all makes sense. When you're in energy which is negative, when you're in energy which is heavy, it can attach, and you can also start to vibrate at the same frequency, which then starts the healing process off. So it's fascinating. It's very similar, and I've always said this, very similar. If you've ever listened to my videos, I always mention this simple fact that is never mentioned, never talked about, never. Why? Because it's so close to us realizing what this means and what it's all about, is the fact that when women get together, if one woman has a period, everybody has a period. Why is that? Why can't we talk about that? Hey, why don't we don't talk about it? Because it threatens the very foundations of big... Stop it, Mark. Forgot. I've gone back to where I was again. I was only meant to talk about crystals on here. Yeah, okay, I'll leave that for a Rumble video. And as you all know, I've made some very deep talks as of late, which are a great way to vent and tell the truth about what's going on in the world without being threatened of being kicked off, like on this military app, which is obviously a military app now, for sure. We all know that. So anybody who breaks the rules is out. So I'm on strike 2, and I've had 2 cautions for videos that I made on spirituality. So yeah, it's difficult to talk on here, guys, but can you imagine, out of 187,000 subscribers, only 1,700 people have come over to Rumble? A mate of mine said, well, people are lazy, and I guess generally we are. We're comfortable in our rabbit run, and it's true, but it certainly shows. It's not even, what is that? Is it 1%? It's actually fact. And that 1%, actually, there's something in that. How many people actually really heal, who want to heal? 1%. How many people who actually come here to learn healing? How many people become healers? 1%. How many people who decide that they want to change their lifestyle and move forward in that 1%? So it's true. It's really interesting. Somebody once said to me, how come you're doing so well at healing? I used to get that from people who were healers and psychics around here. And I said, I have no idea. But now I do. I do know. You know why? Because I never thought anything other than being a healer. I never stopped being a healer. I never had doubts. I just did it every day. every day. Sorry guys, I've got tons of people calling at the moment. And I didn't stop. I didn't question. I just cracked on with it. I believed in what I was doing. And I just, every day, one step after another, boom, 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 never stopping. And of course that's dangerous to others, because that is the power. That's what makes you and takes you to where you need to be. You don't climb that mountain unless you keep going. Most people fall back down and give up. It's really interesting. These are the kind of topics I talk about on Rumble channel, my Rumble channel. It's actually Mark Bajerski as one word. So bear that in mind. So if you go on Rumble, a few people say, I can't find you. It's because Mark Bajerski is in one. There is no gap in between Mark and Bajerski. So that's how you'll find me on Rumble. I've done some, I think, some pretty in-depth chats. I'm going to do one on Tim Roth, actually, and Lie to Me on Netflix. It's on now. It's cracking. It's fascinating, and it's so psyop. It's so subtle, but then so in your face. It's quite brilliant, and he's a fantastic actor. Somebody said you dissed him the other day. I said I didn't diss him. I was just pointing out what I could see of, like, the guy actually loves Al Pacino, because every action, when he sits down and puts his head back like that, and when he walks and when he tilts his head to the side, everything is Al Pacino. It's like me looking at Al Pacino. And all I meant by that was, there are amazing actors, but if you want to get to the level of being just something special, you have to be unique. You have to be true to your own gift. So it's one thing copying somebody else, but you never actually truly are the person that you're meant to be. There's nothing wrong with having people who inspire you. There's nothing wrong with having that. But if you're repeating every single word and every walk and every look and every move, and because you can never Tim, you can't speak like him. You're a Cockney, and you're just never gonna have his voice. And so the fact that you speak the way you do is who you are, and that's brilliant. And don't get me wrong, maybe you're deliberately doing that as acting for Lie to Me. I don't know, because I've seen you in other films, and you've never seemed to be quite as similar to Al Pacino. And please tell me underneath if you've watched it already. Tell me what you think. But and I actually found that the director even emphasized it by nearly in every one of the episodes that I've seen thus far. He's always in the dark, and he's always turning to the side, and it's like, freaking hell, he does look like Al Pacino, there is no doubt about it. But he certainly acts like him. So it's kind of overacting like Al Pacino in movement. And it's just an observation, and maybe a stupid one, but the moral of that story to me, and I'm going to talk about it in great depth in one of my latest videos that I'm going to do over there on Truth Bomb, is the fact that to find your path, your goal, your greatest gifts, you'll never find them in other people. You'll never find them in your heroes, because you will only follow the hero, and you will only walk in the footsteps of the hero, never your own. That's all I meant by that. There's also a fascinating video that's flying around that's been sent to me by so many people, and it confirms. It was really nice. I think Sarah sent me a message, and she said, I remember you being in LA, and I remember how difficult it was for you and all the things that we went through. Totally. I was actually crying there, and I was actually in Laurel Canyon, and I was actually going through this like I was going crazy, and I was crying, and I needed to get me out of here. And now everything makes sense when you listen to that video of what goes on in Laurel Canyon, and whether it's true of how this young lad was talking about being led to a kind of eyes wide closed ceremony, and he ran away from it. Whether it was him, I'm not sure if it was him. it feels like it's the truth. So whether he read somebody's experience and he just said it himself, or whether it was his experience, there is truth in what was said. I could feel the truth. It's not like this is a lie, this is made up, this is clickbait. There was definitely truth in the words that I was hearing. So I'm going to talk about that in depth in a truth bomb video as well, about what I learned and what I understood. And now I understand why, when I put a message out there when I was in LA to all, let's say what I thought were friends, clients that I'd worked with over the years, and they were A-list, B-list directors, not one of them contacted me when I messaged out there saying, hey, I'm over here in Hollywood, be nice to, grab a coffee. Not one contacted me. And I said to the person that I was there, I was kind of in shock that not even I can't make it, I'm sorry, nothing. And then you realize that you're looked after. So that was interesting. So I'll make a video on that and go into depth into that. I guess that's it really. And I'll probably see you tomorrow. Have an amazing day. Love you all. Take care. Bye for now.